try it. Definitely very fresh. It's good. Alright, so right now I'm walking through one of the villages that is outside Antigua, and this is very interesting because you are seeing a lot of residential life and how people are living. It's very unfortunate to see because around here it is very, very poor. Like, look, homes made of like scrap metals. Like, this is where the infrastructure is extremely lacking. It's just, most people don't get a chance to walk around where I'm walking around, and wow, this is like honestly one of the first times in my life, it's the very first time in my life that I'm seeing like true poverty. I love how even here though in San Antonio that there is this central pavilion as well that is so brightly lit up, and that it just gives a great spot for people to relax. So even in the small towns outside, having that area. Parts on the outskirts of Antigua as well as like San Antonio, which is where I am doing my humanitarian project. This is the least developed I have seen anywhere ever. I mean, and it's because the only places I've traveled up until this point is the United States and Western and Central Europe. And when I was in San Salvador, I only went to the really well-developed, the parts that really gave me a feel for the city. But I felt like I drove through the outskirts, and that seemed much more well-developed than this. It's definitely not necessarily the cleanest. There's some garbage in some places, and there are no trash bins anywhere. I've been walking around for the last 3 hours, and I still have my plate and my fork in my hand because I have nowhere to throw it out, and I'm not just going to toss it on the side of the road because that's going to continue with the problem. So you may be asking, why am I in Guatemala? Well, the reason is actually a humanitarian aid volunteering project. We are doing construction, and I'm at the construction site now, and just look at the backdrop. This is absolutely beautiful. We got volcanoes all around me, and right now I am in San Antonio, Guatemala. It's about a 30-minute bus ride outside of Antigua. At the construction site, they were nice enough to give us a freshly grown melon. Look at this piece. Look at how nice it looks. Let's try it. Definitely very fresh. It's good. Okay, so right now I'm on one of these chicken buses, and what these buses are, they're literally old American school buses that have been sent to Guatemala, other countries as well, like El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and they're decked out in crazy colors, and they are crazy. Vendors will come on, try to sell you stuff. There's music playing, absolutely blasting, and yeah, this is the public transportation here. Literally just old American school buses. So I can't speak for all Guatemalan homes, but I can speak for the one I'm staying in. There is no heating system, so last night when it dipped around like 55 degrees outside, it did get a little chilly inside. There's no air conditioning, so when it gets hot, yeah, that thing gets really, really warm, especially because it traps the humidity within it. And also the bathrooms. So bathrooms here are really interesting because how do they warm the water? It's not from a boiler. It's actually they warm it electrically, and the higher water pressure that you have, you're not gonna get any hot water. So my first shower, I was like, oh my god, like I am taking like a literal like ice cold shower. But then I was told you have to put it like to its lowest water pressure. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I guess like when you have more water coming through, the electricity isn't able to heat it all up at once. And then with the toilets, that nowhere in this country, the toilets have the power to flush things heavy, meaning that even things like toilet paper, you cannot throw toilet paper in the toilet. Once it is used, you have to throw it into a garbage can, because yeah, toilet paper will not flush because it's not strong.